What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of First Eps. This week, we watched Only Murders in the Building. It's a brand new Hulu streaming series, and we're going to talk all about it. My name is Eric.
I'm cold, but I'm Keith.
And this is First Eps.
So we're back. Weather's changing. Fall time's approaching.
Literally just last week we were complaining about how hot we were, and now this guy's out here in a blanket. I got the sweatshirts on,
and I had to borrow one of his wife's scarf blankets.
Yeah. So we're still here. First Step Central in the backyard.
It's still summertime technically.
It is, and it's very comfortable. But our body just hasn't adjusted
no,
yet.
not yet.
So we'll get there.
Yeah.
Not that we're complaining or anything. This is much better than.
You mentioned
90 degrees.
It is much better, but I was thinking like a roasting fireplace like you guys got.
I know. We'll get that next time. For the next one, it'll be like our centerpiece. We'll talk about like a fireside chat.
The winter series. We're just out here with a cup
Just
cocoa.
a cup of cocoa. Yes, I love it. We'll have to remember that.
Yeah. Peppermint schnapps. Oh.
Yes, his little schnapps. So I have the schnapps in between us. We just keep taking nips.
Yeah.
When it's schnapps, you have a nip.
You got it. Yep. Nice nips, buttercup.
Sweet cakes. All right, we are here to talk about Only Murders in the Building.
Yes.
It's a new Hulu series. I was looking forward to it since it was announced because, it's about podcasting. And we're podcasters now.
I mean, and we're bound to witness a murder at some point in time.
Yeah.
And, I can't wait for that to happen. Yeah.
So let's jump right in. Let's talk about this show because I have a lot to talk about. I could not stop writing during the episode. It was only a half-hour episode, and I was like, my hand hurt afterwards.
Yeah.
But it is Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez are the three stars that it's focused on. And it starts out with, right away, boom, just a SWAT team running through a building, guns drawn, and then we see the three stars running away like
a slow motion,
yeah.
So, Wait, do we see all three of them or just the two of them?
We see the three of them.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, we're getting right into it. I had no idea. But it does what all other, the new thing with, TV shows and movies is to, start out with something and then do, 2 months earlier.
Yep.
Every show does that now.
What did we just watch that did that?
I don't know, everything.
There's another one just did that recently that I was watching with you guys.
And it's due to, the YouTube culture where, you need to be immediately... fascinated by something, immediately intrigued. You can't sit and wait for things to build anymore. So then they have to be like, what is happening? Mm-hmm. I mean, it works. It gets you drawn in, but it's it's in everything.
That's true. It's true.
So now we meet our three characters. It starts out with Steve Martin walking through the streets of New York, and he's narrating himself, which I thought was cool. I was like, is he narrating the whole thing?
Yes.
But come to find out, he's like a celebrity. He was an actor at some point in his youth.
Yep.
Like Bozos or whatever.
I mean, did you think this was loosely based on himself?
I don't know anything about him, so I have
Steve
no
Martin?
idea which one.
Steve Martin.
Yeah. I have no idea which one. I mean, it could be loosely based on all three of them. I have no idea.
But that's what I feel about Steve Martin. Is he's a name you've all heard of, but I can't really think of what he's been in besides Shop Girl.
Yeah, he hasn't been in much recently, but I wouldn't say he's washed up. He has a band that he tours with quite a bit. He's a bluegrass band. Yeah.
Did I call him washed up?
Well, no, when I was describing him, his character, you're like, isn't that like him?
I wouldn't have said that.
No, but
harsh.
He still makes stuff every once in a while.
Okay.
Can't remember the last thing I saw him in. I know it's like an event every time it happens, because it doesn't happen very frequently.
Martin joint.
Yeah, exactly. And then we see
the other Martin.
Well, then we see Selena Gomez.
Okay.
She's up next, according to my notes.
Okay. Yep.
Never wrong.
No, ever.
Selena Gomez, she's walking through, and she's just having murderous thoughts, which was a really strange introduction to her.
Yep. She had on that yellow like this, right? But yellow and big glasses.
Yeah.
The yellow poncho cold.
Yeah, she's like a youngster.
Yeah.
Like those kids these days wearing the yellows and the big things.
Did you feel like it was a natural fit with those two? I thought it was a little weird.
I guess we'll talk Steve Martin and Selena Gomez?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Because then we run into Martin Short, and he's wearing his like purple suit, and he's just fabulous.
He felt good with both of them. I liked them. I just thought there was something weird between the other two. But yeah. Martin Short was great.
So now all three of them, each one they're narrating themselves during this part.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. And then we have our credits. And my first thought was like these beautiful animated like a cartoon of like a New York City building or whatever.
And people coming in and out of the windows, right? Yeah.
And I was like, is this a candidate for the best opening credits award for the next EPSIs?
Maybe.
I feel like it has to be. It was very good.
Do you think there might be any clues hidden in there? I didn't think about it for that, but
I didn't think about that either.
Maybe it changes every episode. I'm not sure either.
Yeah, that's smart. We'll have to take a look. And then back to Martin Short. He's like really laying it on. He's got these boxes. He's really laying it on thick that he's a Broadway director.
Yes.
So
he's got the chops. He's out there making power plays in the industry.
Yep. Just letting everybody know.
Yep.
Literally everybody runs into. He's
down the front desk.
Yeah. It must be my directing things because I'm a director.
I was waiting for that one. Thanks so much. I'm Broadway.
So then he gets in the elevator.
Hold the elevator. Hold it.
And Steve Martin's already in the elevator. Right. Martin Short runs over to it, and he's yelling to hold it. And Steve Martin's just hitting the
trying to close
door
as
button
fast as possible.
And I was like, I think everybody does that.
Yeah. And Martin Short's so oblivious. He just opens up. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much."
Yeah, he's great. And then Selena Gomez gets in the elevator.
Super smooth. She just jumps in somehow.
Yeah. And then one other person gets in the elevator
with a plastic bag.
Yes. Yep. Garbage bag or whatever.
And nice hair.
And he gets off, and then we see each individual, Selena Gomez, Martin Short, and Steve Martin, go to their separate apartments, and each one is couldn't be more different from the other.
Yeah.
Like it was really interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which apartment were you most drawn towards?
I liked Steve Martin's. It was a little bit more quaint.
Okay.
It was still very, very nice, very posh.
Very nice. Yeah.
But Martin Short's was a little bit too sassy, dramatic. Yes,
I was into that one.
And then Selena Gomez.
She was still building it up.
Yeah, it was like being refurbished, and it was like really shitty looking.
She had like her bed when she was a kid, like it looked like with like weird flowers on it.
Yeah, it didn't fit the other two.
No,
like Martin Short's like the penthouse. It looked huge.
I don't know. It looked real nice. Yeah.
But yeah, so they all then start to listen to a podcast. Mm-hmm. The three of them are all listening to the same podcast that debuts that evening, and we have a guest role from Tina Fey playing one of the actors in the podcast.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. And this is the podcast. This is what's going to bring them all together.
Exactly.
It's really done well. They're showing each character, listening to the podcast.
To it.
Steve Martin's got like a map. He's trying to solve the puzzle or whatever.
And while Tina Fey is kind of acting out what's being said on this the radio podcast or the podcast. Yeah.
Yes.
And then
the fire alarm.
Yes.
Which you said. Right. No one ever leaves for the fire alarm in New York.
That's what made me really annoyed. Yeah. So they're all listening, and it was just at the one part where the what was it again? What did they say?
Yeah.
The dog went in and was digging in the ground, and he came back with, and the fire alarm.
Goes out. Everybody has to leave.
Oh my gosh, they don't know what's going on. And then So
would you have stayed?
Yeah, the fire alarm goes off all the time, and you stay.
So what happens? Does the fire department come out? Like who shuts it off then? How long does it go for?
Well, it depends. The fire department will come out and shut it off. Usually you have to wait for I don't know. They come pretty fast, so 10, 15 minutes.
So the alarm's just blaring the whole time?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't know. Well, when I lived in my studio, you just sit in your studio apartment.
Yeah, but I mean, you put headphones on or something, or you just kind of wait?
Yeah, after a while, you kind of get used to it.
Yeah, okay. That's so funny.
But yeah.
Do you look out the window and see people that were in there, in their robes and stuff?
I have to admit, I do open up the door just to make sure I don't smell smoke. One time I did smell smoke.
Yeah, and then you got out?
Actually, I called the fire department. I was one who called that time. Different story.
Do you think everybody else stayed?
Nobody got out. Oh. Yeah, they all stayed in the place, even with the smell of smoke.
You're the only one standing out there?
Yes, waiting for them to come.
That's amazing.
But regardless, the other time I didn't open my door and I didn't smell smoke. And no one else is the same way, too. And literally, like, they tell you that to my partner. Please leave the building. Nobody leaves the building.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah.
Now, is it tied to, like, say your smoke detector goes off in your kitchen if something's like...
Yep, that's what it is.
The whole building?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Which
so
makes
embarrassing.
Me terrified every time.
It's like The Office when Ryan burned the toast.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yes. So
just vilified the rest of the time.
Everybody hates you. You're that place. So anyway, yeah.
But our three main characters leave the building.
They were very good.
They all go to this, not together. They're all separate.
Yeah.
And they all end up at this restaurant.
Yep. Steve Martin has a drink by himself, trying to relax.
Yeah, Steve Martin's there. He's still doing his map thing.
Oh, the map. That's what he's doing.
Then Martin Short comes in. He's like, "I know you."
Hey, like, 3B. Yeah. I don't know.
He's like, "You're Scott Bakula."
Oh yes, that's right. And I was insulted for Scott Bakula.
Yeah, but then he sees. Wait! I think Steve Martin's a handsome. You think Scott Bakula's more handsome than Steve Martin?
Yes. Yeah, that's it. I think Scott Bakula's more attractive. So I think Steve Martin is a good-looking guy.
Yeah, just not your type, dude. He's like a little too bookish for you.
Too bookish. He's like me. It's like lusting after myself.
You can't do it.
We're good looking, but I'm not into that.
Yeah. You're more into the Bakula type.
Yeah.
Where's Bakula on the Cannavale scale?
Well, old Bakula was probably at like 70%.
Like, what do you mean? Like previous Bakula, or you mean old Bakula? Okay.
Bakula.
Like Quantum Leap Bakula?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Current Bakula? Yeah, 65.
Wow, he's still up there. He's still over Bobby Cannavale.
What was he, 50 for me?
50.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about you. Old 75-year-old Scott Bakula.
Is he 75 now?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe he is.
Is like more attractive and more interesting than...
I'll get back to you on that one. We'll let you know about
regular Bobby Cannavale. All right. So... Martin Short sees that he's like got this map and he's listening to this podcast. Yep. He's like, I listen to the podcast too. Was it a good impression?
It was totally, yeah.
And then we got Selena Gomez. She stumbles into there and she's like, I like the podcast too.
Get out of here, you bastard.
So they're all listening to the podcast. They decide to go back to the building to scope. They need to know what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, he's starting to look old.
Yeah,
but
Scott Bakula update. Yeah,
Well, I'll post that picture on the show. So they decide they want to go back to the building and see what's going on.
Okay. Right.
Find out there's a dead body.
Yeah. How did they hear? Why did they know the floor they were on? Now, what was that?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think they overheard someone talking about.
They saw something in the floor or whatever.
There was, which floor there was an incident on.
Yep.
So they find someone is dead in the building, and they want to go look because
they're sleuths,
true crime aficionados. So they sneak in. They're told that it's a suicide and the case closed.
Oh, right.
And they're
like, they get caught by the cops. Yep.
Yeah. So they find out that it's the guy that was in the elevator with them earlier, and they're like, "There's no way this guy committed suicide."
No, he was too pretty with slick back hair.
Yeah, it was exactly. He's too pretty to commit suicide. Must have been a murder.
Exactly. So they know it. They smell it.
They want to go into the building. They see the body and they all freak out.
Yep.
Like they went from like really wanting to get in there and see it to seeing like a dead body with his head blown off.
And then they get caught.
And they freak out. Yep. They get caught. The cop just yells at them because she hates true crime people.
She can pick them out from a mile away.
She hates them.
She does. Yeah. Like Shania Twain and Mayo.
Oh, just hates them.
It. Yeah. Hates them.
And it. But then, so they realize that the guy, when he was in the elevator, the guy had a garbage bag with him. He was taking out his garbage. Right. So they're like, we need to know more.
What's in the garbage
they're not
bag?
Giving up.
No.
They're not going to believe that it's a suicide. They want something bigger to be happening. They want a murder. So they go down, checking the garbage. Martin Short starts recording like he's going to start creating, directing his own podcast.
Yes, right. Yeah, and you picked up on that part. I was trying to figure out why he was recording this.
Yeah, so he starts directing it basically.
Yes, right. Steve Martin starts voicing over things too. Yeah, which is kind of funny.
So they find the garbage that he took out, and they find multiple suicide notes. Mm-hmm. So they're like, well, okay, it's got to be, must be a suicide then. Okay. Case closed again.
Right. I mean, I thought that too. I'm like, really? Case closed? Like, couldn't somebody have just written those, like, trying to find the right one and just pretend like it was the other guy's right?
Yeah, who knows?
I don't think case closed with that.
Yeah,
at
they
all.
give up. I mean...
They wanted to go see the dead body and sneak into the house.
That's true.
And then it's case closed after they find a written suicide note that was thrown out.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
No one knows. And we'll never know.
We won't?
I hope we do. I really do. I hope we do. So they go back and they're doing their thing. They're just...
What are they doing now?
Well, each one is doing their own thing.
Oh, they go back to their own life.
And I don't. Yeah. It's like it's interesting the stuff they do, but we don't really need to go into it.
Yeah.
But they both have Steve Martin and Selena Gomez both have a realization of something else.
Yeah.
And they want to look into more. They're not giving up just yet. Martin Short is off visiting his son.
Yes, right. We're learning a little bit more about his background.
Yeah, turns out he's broke. He's asking for money. Mm-hmm. And, he's not as fabulous as he lets on.
Yep, the New York well is running dry, and he is not getting any Broadway. I mean, especially this past year.
Yeah,
maybe it's supposed to be set.
Dude, how much do you think his rent is?
Ooh.
They've been there for... almost 30 years.
If it's rent stabilized.
Controlled, yep.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he once said, he's like, we're, asking Selena Gomez, like, how she got in there. She's, like, young and has to pay new rent prices where they're, like, they've been there for 30 years and they have, like, their rent controlled or whatever.
Well, then I don't know why he doesn't have enough money. It should be dirt cheap.
But it doesn't, like, go up at all?
Well, it depends. There's two different ones. There's rent stabilized and rent controlled.
Oh, okay. I don't remember which one.
Yeah. I
can't imagine.
That's the one where you have to, like, get granted into it and, like, that's yours forever. I think
forever.
Rent stabilized.
So, like, it's $200 in, like, the 50s.
Yeah.
It's $200 in the aughts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so maybe it wasn't that. I can't imagine, like,
yeah,
they wouldn't just, like, evict them for something.
So if it's rent controlled, then, or rent stabilized, yeah, I would say... probably still, I would say at least 2,500.
That's what I would have said. I was gonna say 2,000, 2,500. Yeah. So he's asking
because my little studio, which is not as nice as theirs, was 16 something.
Yeah,
and it was
like a fraction
rent stabilized.
Of Martin Short's place.
Exactly. I'd be lucky if that would, like, I think his bedroom was bigger than my whole place.
Mm-hmm. But so yeah, Martin Short's asking for money.
Yep.
And then this is the part that I think you're talking about. So. Steve Martin and Selena Gomez are trying to break into an apartment, and they're having this weird, like, they just met.
Yeah. Oh,
but they're having this, like, weird heart-to-heart about, like, their lives and their sadnesses and stuff. Is this the part where you had trouble?
Well, I just thought their interaction seemed odd to me the entire way through.
Yeah.
But yes, now that you remind me about this is probably where I picked up on that.
This is where I picked up on it too, because it was just like it just seemed like, and I don't think it's specifically them too. Okay. I just thought it was like really the writing. Like,
okay,
we're supposed to believe that like these New York people that like just like are bonding and like sharing these moments that they just met. But I mean, they have at this point they have like committed a couple crimes together.
I mean, I guess
so. Maybe the bonding is it's.
It just seems like she's so like quintessential like young millennial like the worst of it they're trying to portray her as, and he's trying to be portrayed as this jaded New Yorker, who has seen it all, and it just seems odd that they would be so comfortable existing in each other's. Maybe he sees a little bit of himself in her. Okay. He doesn't want her to like grow up to be like this jaded, lonely New Yorker. Okay.
Because that's kind of what she is. She's got her headphones on. She doesn't talk to anybody, like most New Yorkers.
Yeah. I never talk to anybody between my house and where I'm going.
So they Steve
in fact, when you know someone in New York and you don't expect them, I get so mad. I'm like, what is this person talking? Oh, hey!
Yes, you gotta stop. To break your stride.
I didn't realize it. Yeah. Because the instant hate is like this homeless person trying to ask you for money or just some annoying tourist. Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm back here now, so we're good.
Yeah. Do you miss it? Do you miss the hustle and bustle?
I don't miss the murder mysteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get as many up here.
Yeah.
So I like that.
True.
Yeah.
We should definitely plan one soon, though.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that.
So Steve Martin and Selena Gomez steal a package that was for the dude who is dead, for the dead guy.
Yeah.
And their big realization, the thing that's bringing this all together, like, he wouldn't kill himself because he's just ordered this. And it's an engagement ring.
In a ginormous box. Like, a huge box.
Yeah. It was it was a big box.
It was like 3,000 packaged peanuts and then a little ring.
Yeah, you got to make sure that
it was weird. I'm like, is that actually what was in that box? It was so strange to me.
You know, you got to hide like if you just put it in a small box.
Oh,
say like the girlfriend saw it, she'd be like, I know what this is. You get a large box of like, these are shampoos or something.
Gotcha.
Candles.
I didn't think about that. All right. Yeah, that could be it. All right.
So then, what did you think of the artistic choice to do the whole bouncy floor thing then? So that was at this point, like when this big realization happened, like
it was weird. It went like they had like a backwards. What even like the camera went forward to backwards?
Yeah, so it was like they had each one of them. Martin Short like did a thing off these stairs and he bounced down off the ground and he bounced back up.
Yeah,
and then Selena Gomez like dropped something on the floor and then it like bounced off the floor and up. And like the floor is like a trampoline type thing. It was weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like it didn't fit.
No, it was bizarre. That's why it's got to be there for something. Yeah. It has to be. I thought of it as being foreshadowing for things to come somehow. I didn't
know if it was just like a weird like artistic thing, maybe, like saying like it's where it's all bouncing back. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. It was weird. Regardless, it caught your attention.
But yeah, then they go and this is where they're recording the podcast inside. They're all in. They're doing the thing. And then we get a big cliffhanger. And I'm not going to tell you what the big cliffhanger was. Because you should definitely go watch it. And it was interesting. I did not expect it. Yeah, it was only a half-hour show. And big cliffhanger. And then end credits.
Yep.
Worst credits music ever.
Oh, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
Who thought this was good to greenlight?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, so I looked it up. It's "Don't Be Scared" by Daniel Johnston, and it's like this weird, very weird,
like hillbilly singing
girl singing some sort of
you
like.
Wanna be my friend? I don't know what it was, weird. But it was awful. It was.
I'll put a little snippet in.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
You can't see it if you don't believe it. It's not the kind of thing you can see. It won't help you out if you forget, because it's not the kind.
And it was on for the entire time.
It just kept going.
Like, and
you're yelling at me to shut it off. You're tackling the remote from my hands, and I'm
Where
like,
the hell is the remote?
I'm like, listen, you listen to this.
There's a post-credit scene we can't miss. There was none. We went through 35 seconds of hell to listen. And that's the thing. I've heard things like that before as kind of like I thought it was going to be one of those, like, really annoying for a brief second and like, and like pull like the record needle across it and like, boom, like end it. No. It was an actual song that went on for like 40 seconds. It was awful.
It was longer than that. It was like a minute and a half.
Yeah, you're right. It was like a minute and a half. Because I'm like, this is a full fucking song. What is this thing?
You had such a visceral reaction to this song when it was on. You're like, shut it off.
Oh man,
yeah, it was great. It was bad, but I think your reaction to it was the best part.
Oh my God.
Totally worth it. So whoever decided to put that in there, good job. So yeah,
I hope it's not in every week's episode.
I know it'll be interesting to see. I kind of hope it is now, or it's just like a different version of that song.
Yeah,
you know how like artists
like a cover.
Yeah, they just Yeah, there's just different versions of the same song. There's like a techno version coming
Dude, it
up.
can't get any worse than that version.
Yeah.
I mean, that's... I prefer the original. I've never thought I would say it.
Yep, Skrillex is going to get hold of it. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So that was our show. Yep. Before we get to our reviews, let's talk a little bit about murder mysteries.
Pulling up my notes.
We've talked about
all kinds of crap. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is the first time we've watched something like this, like a mystery, a murder mystery specifically.
True. But in looking up some, we were discussing about thinking about some of our favorite shows and movies and television shows that are murder mystery themed.
Yep.
So in looking this up to do my research, so I didn't get yelled at for not having to prepare a list.
Finally.
I realized that I have spoken about some of these in the past for different genres.
And I know that's what I mean. Like
it's so funny.
It is. But you were the one that you introduced me to that Woody Allen movie.
Yeah.
Manhattan Murder Mystery.
Yes.
And that one, I mean, like
funny.
Growing up, I loved like Agatha Christie, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Who was the other?
The Murder, She Wrote one?
No.
Oh,
like the author.
Hercule Poirot.
Well, Hercule Poirot was a character of hers.
Yeah, Agatha Christie is the author.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like another famous...
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, there was the Sherlock Holmes stuff.
Miss Marple.
Miss Marple.
Is that one of them?
I don't know. It sounds like it is. But no, I loved reading those mysteries.
Yep. Did you read the Hardy Boys?
I never did read the Hardy Boys.
The Boxcar Kids? Was that one?
No, I never got into those little group of tramps that are solving things.
Ooh, yeah. Which brings me to one of my first, Scooby-Doo, obviously.
Oh, never thought
really
of Scooby-Doo.
I guess it's not really a murder mystery, but they're mystery hijinks.
It's a like an entry into the genre.
That's
for sure,
how I got
into
it.
Like a kid,
yeah.
like,
of course, I haven't really gotten that far into it, but yeah, that was where.
I mean, every episode was a mystery.
Yeah,
like that needed to be solved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very cool. What else?
Let's see. So for TV, I have Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries.
I've never seen that.
Have I talked about that?
No.
Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah,
it's an older show, right?
Yeah, I think it came out maybe about 10 years ago now.
Okay.
But yeah, it's based in like the 1920s in Melbourne, Australia.
Ooh,
and she's like a flapper kind of girl.
Yeah, I always see pictures of it.
Yeah.
Never know what it is.
Aristocratic, but all very open-minded, and just gets in all these weird and cool capers with people around there.
It's on a ton of like best lists. I always
really
see it listed.
And, they have a lot of the characters in it too have a lot of heart. It's not just her, but she's got like a domestic servant who she kind of helped at one point in time, and she's got the domestic servant has a lover who is like a young police detective, and so they're always kind of drawn into the mysteries in some way, shape, or form.
Nice.
But it's clever and it's fun.
Yeah.
Not too serious, which is kind of nice, just to sit back and have a laugh too, but enjoy.
Yeah.
And a little bit of mystery and
nice Australian laugh.
Yeah.
A little Vegemite.
Exactly.
Did you ever watch Unsolved Mysteries when you were younger?
I did. It was a little scary for me as a kid. Yeah. Did you watch it a lot?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Sometimes I really liked it, and most times, like, I watched it for the UFO stuff. Like, 100%. Like, but, I also enjoyed the
true crime ones?
True crime stuff. Not as much as the UFO stuff, because it always ended with, like, if you've seen this, man, and there was, like, never any, like, resolution, really.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like every once in a while, a tip has come in.
Yes. And I would, throw everything out. Like, shut the fuck up. There's a tip came in. And I was like, I would get all excited. Or, like, in post-production, like, after this was filmed, this person was caught and admitted to murdering everybody.
Feel
and I was
safer
like,
tonight. Yes. Okay. Yep. I mean, I'm thinking back then to one of the other ones from that time period was X-Files, which is a little different too, but mystery too, sci-fi mystery, but
there was.
I guess there was some murder though with that sometimes.
Some murder.
But usually it was like an alien who did it.
Yeah.
But still, yeah. Okay.
You got anything else?
Obviously, I don't know. I've got one of my favorites, which came up a couple weeks ago, was Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah. That's a great murder mystery.
That's a huge murder mystery.
Didn't even think of that one.
And it's epic. It's terrifying sometimes, to hilarious, to so sad, to just fun. It's random. if you haven't watched Twin Peaks because you've been resistant like I was for years and years and years, thinking it's overrated, well, all that kind of stuff, and when it came out I was way too young, watch it, because at least the first season, it's really good.
Did you ever watch the later stuff that came out on Netflix or whatever?
I wanted, it was on Showtime, I think, right?
Showtime.
Cinemax. One of those. I haven't seen it. I heard it was odd, but a kind of interesting way to catch up with some of the characters and see what was going on with them.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
We rewatched the whole series and then watched Firewalk with Me because it's supposed to be closer to that than the weird. It's supposed to be more like violent, menacing, and strange than it is like quirky.
Yeah.
And then we just never did it. So now we're at the point where we're like, shit, do we need to like rewatch the whole series again?
Yeah.
But,
okay.
Who knows?
I'll help you with that.
Okay. Any other in the TV genre?
That's all I have with my TVs. Yeah.
All right. I had a ton of movies.
Okay.
The first one, one of the biggest ones, Clue.
Oh yeah. Dude, we've talked about that in the past.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. And that one was like a traditional like Agatha Christie type story.
Yeah.
Like,
did you like the game? I loved the game growing up too.
I did.
So the movie was just like, when I found out about that, I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah. The movie I liked way better than playing the game, just because the game is always yeah, but it's always such a letdown. Like someone guesses it on like the first turn. You've just set up the whole thing,
wow.
just like on a whim. Like I don't know, Mr. Mustard with the lead pipe and
and then they're out.
It is.
If they lose them, they're out.
No, I don't know if we played that.
That's the rule. Yeah, that's why you don't do that. You don't. It's just like the police. You don't tell them that you saw a murder, because if you false reported, you're in jail.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. Well, what else we got on there?
I had Gone Girl. Did you ever see Gone Girl or read Gone Girl?
I know there's a huge one.
Both the book and the movie are very good. So yeah, it's like a newer mystery.
No, maybe I'm not thinking of Gone Girl. Is that the one that's got? I'm thinking of the train one. Girl on the train or something. That's one too, right?
Yeah, okay, Girl on the Train. That was both a book and a movie. So
yeah,
Gone Girl was Gillian Flynn was the author, and the movie was Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike.
Okay.
If you've never seen it, you should see it. It's good. I know, like,
is it newer or older than Girl on the Train?
Slightly older.
Okay. Oh, so around the same time. Maybe that's why. Maybe one replaced the other in my mind.
Yeah, and I mean, there's been like,
but I haven't seen them.
Like those books became real popular after that.
Yeah.
And because then there's another one, The Woman in the Window,
Ooh,
that just came out last year. That was both a book and then a movie.
Okay.
That one was with Amy Adams. That
one, nice. Yeah.
I didn't think it was very good.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
And I read all three books. Watched all three movies. Yeah.
They're all by the same author?
No, all three different authors.
Okay.
But yeah, because I still really like. I always call them my lady mysteries.
Yeah.
And I drive a lot for work, so I do a lot of audiobooks, and I put on like give me a Ruth Ware book from the the audiobook.
Yeah.
They're all narrated by the same person, like the same reader.
You love
and she's
that.
great.
Yeah.
She does a great job. So yeah, give me a Ruth Ware book. I can finish that in like 2 days while I'm driving, 3 days.
I love it. Yeah.
And they're all like these ladies that just get into trouble and need
mischief, mayhem. Yeah.
Never do I rate them more than 3 out of 5 stars, but I enjoy them all.
Okay.
Just the same for what they are.
Okay.
It's like the fast food of
yes.
novels.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great. Your beach read of
exactly.
Audiobooks.
Yes.
Yep.
But Gone Girl was great. The movie was great. Take a look at it.
Yeah.
Do you ever see Knives Out?
Yeah.
That was really good one.
Wait. Oh.
No. Well, I want to know which one you're thinking of now.
I'm thinking of the one with the bride who got married and they try to have to kill her.
Oh, The Hunt.
The Hunt.
Or no.
In the mansion.
That was a different one. So The Hunt was a thing that people were chasing them and killing them. You think of Ready or Not.
Ready or Not.
Yeah, that was good.
One. I wanted to see Knives Out. That one looked really good too.
Knives Out is great.
And I love those, what are they called? Not entourage films.
An ensemble cast.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. And Knives Out is one of the best casts, and all the characters are great. It's written really well. Ana de Armas is the main girl, and then Daniel Craig is the sleuth who, he just signed on to reprise his role in that. I think in 2 more movies for Netflix.
Okay.
And they paid like a shit ton of money.
Sure. Wow.
So yeah, we'll watch that. We'll put that on the list.
I'd love
Knives
to.
Out. Do you have any movies that you want to add?
Speaking of ensemble casts, one of the ones I actually really like is Gosford Park. Do you remember that one?
Never seen it.
Oh, you should watch that.
I remember. So I got a bootleg of it when it had come out. Yeah, and I'm watching it on my small CRT computer monitor, and it was I think it was like it was filmed, someone filmed it. Yes. And I think I downloaded a torrent of it, and I tried watching it, and I was like, I can't. I just can't watch it.
Yeah, but it has it Robert Altman
period.
Robert Altman film from I would say turn of the 20th century.
Now, is that quirky?
Yes.
Okay.
But also, yeah, it is. But again, it has a mix of everything too.
I think I remember it being
it's witty.
Yeah.
And it's classic British. It's got Christian Scott Thomas. I looked this all up before so I could remember. Maggie Smith, Helen Mirren.
Classic. All the classics.
Yeah, and of course Ryan Phillippe. In his prime.
I was picturing him on the cover of the DVD or whatever.
He was someone's valet. But yeah, no, really, it was really good, and all the characters are kind of, I don't know, I like it. So give it a chance. Yeah.
What about Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I can see that one.
That was another one
totally
coming up.
Forgot about that.
It's the title itself is a mystery. Who did
Jessica Rabbit.
Oof. That movie. Christopher Lloyd's character in that though, gave me nightmares when I was a kid though.
Really? Wait.
Yeah, when he turns into when he gets the goo on him and he's his eyeballs are popping out of his head.
Don't remember that part.
Yes, you blocked it out of your memory completely because you were traumatized from it.
Well, do you remember in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, there was a part with Large Marge where the woman picks her up and puts her up in the garbage truck, and she says she was dead or something, and she turns into the zombie thing and the eyes pop out of her head. That terrified me.
Okay.
Was this along the same lines of it? Do you remember? Did it look similar to that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So
probably identical part.
Yeah.
It's funny the things that freak you out when you were a kid.
Yeah.
I still remember the Santa Claus in Christmas Story when he's oh.
That scared you?
That did, dude. It scared me bad.
So you would have been like him, just screaming.
I was just yes. I saw it through his eyes. I felt his emotions. I didn't want to go down.
I could totally.
And then the asshole elf.
Oh yeah.
What did he say?
Shoot your eye out, and then kick him or something.
Yeah, and he stepped on his face or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, I hated that part. I think that's one of the reasons I still everybody's this is a classic. I'm fuck this movie, man.
Wow. Okay, we're getting into some good stuff here now.
When
we watch a Christmas movie in the future, I think we're going to bring up our favorite Christmas movies, so we will probably reflect back on this again.
Yeah, remember this, folks. I don't love a lot of Christmas movies. Okay. All the classics, everybody's you're such a Scrooge.
We should watch one of the new Hallmark
movies.
We'll do a
First Steps Hallmark special. Perfect. Do they ever do shows, Hallmark?
They do. There's one with Jesse Metcalf.
Perfect.
Martha Vineyard Mysteries.
Oh, no. I love it. Let's see. Some other movies that I have on here. Memento.
Yep, that was really good.
That was a great mystery because that was... I mean, the gimmick of that one was that it went... it was all out of order. It went backwards.
Yep.
It was Christopher Nolan's... One of Christopher Nolan's first movies. I don't know if it was his first... And Guy Pearce.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah. Maybe a lot of very severe-looking people.
Yeah, it's very severe. A lot of angles in that movie.
Yeah. And then the last one I have is The Fugitive. It's a classic.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a TV show.
I don't kill my daughter.
My wife.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
It was a one-armed man.
The one-armed man, that's right.
Yeah. That was great. Liz had never seen it. I just made her watch it recently.
Really?
Loved it.
Wow. Yeah.
It keeps, dude, it's the whole thing is going.
That too. In the tunnel, and it's just running.
Yes.
Yeah. What about The Game?
I just watched that last week. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
Still holds up.
Is that a murder mystery?
Not
really.
Kind
right?
of.
I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
Without, saying anything. If you've never seen The Game, go watch it. It still holds up.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
He's not he's super old now. It feels weird.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any other. I think that was. Let me see if I have anything else. I feel like I had one more written down here. We talked about Manhattan Murder Mystery. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's all I have for my.
Manhattan Murder Mystery. What was that? Manhattan Murder Mystery.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not supposed to. I mean, it's Woody Allen. We're not supposed to give him any. But like that one was like, I think I had never really been introduced to Woody Allen that much prior to that.
Okay.
Like I seen maybe like one or two of his like more classics.
Yeah.
And then that I was like, that gave a little bit more of his style, his nuance, like the comedy that he does.
Yeah.
And then I was like, dude, if they're all like this,
I
have so many movies to watch, and I've enjoyed quite a bit of them.
Yeah, I mean,
but
he's a scumbag, but some of his movies are kind of good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what they say about me. He's a scumbag,
but he makes some good podcasts.
But says a funny thing every once in a while. And then I only have two other things. I have two graphic novels. My favorite thing is Monsters. It's called one. I think I've showed this to you before.
With the Monstrous? No.
Nope.
Monsters.
It's called My Favorite Thing is Monsters. That's the whole thing. And it's like this really interesting art style where it's like, it looks like it's drawn with pen most of the time, and then it's like all these little monster people, and it unravels itself, it unveils itself as it goes, and it comes out, and it was like a really cool, heartfelt, good mystery. That's by Emil Ferris. And then probably one of the classics, Sin City: The Hard Goodbye. By Frank Miller. There's
a lot of murder and mystery in it.
So that one is the introduction of Marv. The character that, like the main, like the big square jaw character, and he's like trying to solve the crime of like this girl Goldie that he met. She gets murdered. That book is just that story, and it's like great characters, great mystery, and then like we saw in the movie, it made a great movie too.
Nice.
So that is our murder mystery rundown. If you have any that.
One more.
Hit it.
Saved by the Bell. When they went to one of the murder weekends. I'm like, there was one I wanted to bring up too.
Yes, of course. There's
are there any
lipstick
better?
on this glass.
Lisa Turtle.
That episode.
And then there was also a Golden Girls episode where they were the murder mystery one. And of course, what's your name figured it out. Blanche. Blanche was sleeping with someone.
Rose.
It was Rose. I don't think Rose figured it out. No, I think
Dorothy.
Yes, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah.
Some classics right there.
Yeah. Anyway, so
but with the introduction of those two classics to the list. Definitely let us know if we missed any others. Or if you have some favorites that we didn't touch upon, or maybe you haven't even seen. Because like I said, we love the genre, so if there's some that are out there that we didn't mention, maybe we didn't see them.
I mean, it's quite possible. I missed a lot of stuff.
Possible. Yeah, that is very true. But, okay, all that being said, let's go back. Let's talk about our review for Only Murders in the Building. Hit me with your review.
I liked it. I'm going to give it a watch it, not quite binge it.
In the middle.
But yeah, it's going to be a your Bobby Cannavale. Almost 80%.
All right,
out of 100.
Okay.
I liked it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
For me, it is possibly my favorite of the series we've watched for this show, for the podcast.
Ever?
I loved it. Yeah.
I had no idea.
I absolutely loved it. I thought all the characters were written so well, all acted so well.
I think this is a surprise ending here.
I know. I didn't want to talk about it as we were watching it. Like I was like, I'm just holding it in. I want to just because dude, the whole time I'm smiling. It was like fun and quirky. Like it wasn't like it's about murder, but like it was like a fun show. It made me feel like happy throughout. It was funny.
It wasn't stressful at all, and it was. Like
and it's
said.
like just the characters and the way that like Steve Martin and Martin Short interact. Dude, it's so good. You see why they're such amazing actors because like their characters are so well done in this. Like, I could not wait to watch the second one. So, absolutely binge it.
I feel like think about because to me that's a different generation of actor. And I don't. Who do we have these days that are younger? That are similar to like that, like I'm thinking of like a Diane Keaton type or Steve Martin Short, where they all kind of have this kind of quirky, weird personality that is unique. Each one of those is very unique to themselves.
Absolutely, good.
I don't think of a lot of like younger people, like our age or younger, that are actors that have real uniqueness. Am I just being?
No, I think if you gave it some thought, you'd come up with a few.
Yeah.
But not at like Charlie Day.
Sure, he would. You're right. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, well, actually, any of those people are great. It's Always Sunny.
Yeah. But even then, like Dennis and Mac, those two characters are less unique. They're more just like regular dudes.
That's true.
You know. Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't think there's as many.
Yeah, like Rick Moranis. I'm just trying to think of people. I feel like there's, and I feel like these were not just like. But Charlie Day is kind of niche even still now. Too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess no, but Michael Scott's a little older now too. Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Like, I can't... What is that guy's name? Michael Scott. You know what I'm talking about. We know you.
Michael Scott. Steve Carell.
Yes. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah,
that's a good point. And I think it's funny, though, because, like, I mean, Steve Martin and Martin Short were both SNL cast members then. So, I bet if you... I don't know. It makes you want to look at the cast of SNL now, but I don't think...
A.D. Bryant, pop her in, and maybe we
just have I guess we'll see, like, in a few years. Like, they're kind of having, like, Kate McKinnon, A.D. Bryant... those people, like, even like before that, Kristen Wiig and like stuff like that, or they kind of had their moment. They're starring in these movies now. So I guess the only time will tell if they'll have the star power like Steve Martin and Martin Short, Diane Keaton,
because that was the only thing I kind of found odd was the rapport again, because I felt like the generational gaps between the two, and then what's her name,
Selena Gomez.
Yeah, Selena Gomez. Was very profound, but it didn't stop me from enjoying the show. Yeah, it just felt odd. But maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of the quirk.
And I agree. I think like I don't know, but if you put like another like bumbling middle-aged or older person in there, like would it be
the same like sweetheart kind of like?
Would it be too much? Would it be too much then?
Because I guess it is kind of part of what's neat about it. Not sweetheart, that was the wrong one. It's kind of just more of this endearing quality between the generations. And I guess that's kind of what it maybe... I mean, it kind of reminds me of when we watched Lost in Translation and how like Bill Murray's character was with Scarlett Johansson.
We need to watch Lost in Translation. I haven't watched it in a couple of weeks.
Right? Not a murder mystery, though. But yeah, maybe like that kind of, you kind of like that connection between the two because it's kind of odd, but it kind of works for you.
And honestly, like as awkward as it was during certain parts, I'm very much excited to see how it continues, to see like where she fits into this.
Yeah.
And especially now that we saw the big cliffhanger.
The ending, that was great. How many episodes do we know?
I didn't write it down.
Is it a self-contained kind of story arc, or is it a series to be determined?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay.
I have no idea. I'm assuming that it's self-contained just based on the star power of the cast.
Yeah, okay.
Like that they're not committed to multiple seasons, you know?
Yep.
But I don't know. And I hope... I mean, and the way the formula is for it, too, it's probably just like 8 episodes, and then that's it for the story, and maybe we'll get more.
I mean, they kind of talk about how they just want to do a podcast for Murders in the Building. So, I mean, they kind of lays it out for them to kind of... Lisa Kudrow, she kind of goes back to the comeback every once in a while. Yeah. Like, maybe they'll do that. They'll write up, like, a new arc when somebody gets killed, and then a whole new thing with the three of them, like, maybe 3 years from now.
Dude,
and just kind of keep it going.
They introduce Valerie Cherish into the group, kick out Selena Gomez. That would be, Valerie Cherish comes
That's what she's doing now. She moved to New York.
Guys, that would be I think it's been a murder. Wait, can we take this again? I think there's been a murder. One more time, please.
Guys, we're not doing anything. We're not live right now.
Yeah, we need another one. We gotta rewatch.
I love it. It's so good. Yeah.
But yeah, so
okay,
we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. What I thought I did just have. Do you think there's like how new series have like podcasts that watch each episode? Do you think there's an Only Murders in the Building podcast?
Ooh.
If there is, like, we really missed our opportunity there. Because people are gonna like watch this and be like, I wonder if this is a real podcast.
Bam.
Google Only Murders in the Building podcast.
Yep.
Download it.
Yep.
And it's just some schlub talking about the TV show.
Only Murders podcast.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's brilliant.
I know.
It's like Inception right there.
Yeah, it's Podception.
I don't even think I understand half of what you just said there, but I mean, it blew my mind.
I know. No one does. All right, let's stick a fork in this bad boy.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of First Eps. Give us a like on the Instagrams,
the Facebooks,
the TikToks. Give us a follow. one of them thumbs ups. Mm-hmm. Apple Podcasts, rate us 5 stars.
Or wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah, we're on it. We're on all the podcasts, but that's like the only one that has ratings.
Oh, okay.
Apple Podcasts. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
they're very
that's where I go
superficial. They're like,
oh yeah.
Spotify's like, we don't care, man. Apple's like 5 stars.
Yes, 5-star only.
And then YouTube, Pop Culture Playground. It's where you'll find the video version of this show, as well as a ton of movie reviews, other TV show reviews. I did another one today. First Steps Mini. It's just a 30-second review of Clickbait, the new Netflix series.
Okay.
Of the first episode of that. So there's lots of good stuff to be found there.
I don't know about that one.
So now I'm up to episode 2. I watched the
30
first
seconds.
2.
I'll give it 30 seconds.
Spoiler alert. I say recommended.
Really?
Yeah. After the first one. Okay, just watch the thing.
I'll watch it.
And that's all I got. What am I missing?
You're missing nothing. Have a
great
great
week. We did it
week.
all. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Take your time.
All right, I'm ready. Take your time. Sweet cheeks. What was it again? Sweet nips cupcake.